Model Citizens TV. Unbelievable.
Once again, it's time for Monster Model Madness!
For you not in the know, comic book vampire Vampirella is the brainchild of Warren Publishing mastermind Forrest J. Ackerman. Vampirella first appeared as horror story hostess in Vampirella #1, released in 1969, but due to popular demand by the time issue 7 rolled around, Vampirella was a leading character in her own comic. I don't think Forrest Ackerman had any idea that his Vampirella character would be more popular than ever almost 40 years later. The origins of Vampirella are that she's a vampire citizen of the planet Draculon, which is a world where people lived on blood and blood flowed in the rivers. Vampirella has the ability to transform into a bat at will, sprout wings when required, as well as drink blood. And undeniably, a very large part of Vampirella's appeal is that she is almost always scantily clad in her midriff and much more exposing red suit, detailed with a white collar, as well as some very sexy and cool looking thigh-high black boots. If you ask me, this all adds up to a rockin' good time. Some of the artists that created the classic images that most of us have etched into our memories forever are Frank Pizzetta, Tom Sutton, Jose Gonzalez, Gonzalo Mayo, Leopold Sanchez, Esteban Morodo, Jose Ortiz, Escolano, Rudy Reyes, Raymond Torres, Paulo Marcos, Jim James, and John and Val Lakey. The work of all these amazing artists will more than forever ensure the garage kit movement an endless amount of inspiration for as many garage kits as the average resident Vampirella fanatic can likely afford. Speaking of garage kits, almost right from the beginnings of the second wave of the garage kit movement, Vampirella resin figure kits and busts have played a large part in a lot of collections. One thing you always have to remember with Vampirella is there are no half measures. You're either all in or you're all out. That's simply the way it is. If you don't believe me, give me 10 minutes and an etch-a-sketch and I can change even the most hardcore skeptic to my way of thinking. Garage kits from companies like Vision Models, Sagita, Resonance, Monsters Direct, More Creations, Model Giants, William Paquette, as well as Raven Hood are just a few examples of how popular this girl really is with resin heads the world over. And the love affair is just starting to heat up, as right now, Monster Model Madness is very, very freaking proud to present to you our up-close and personal look at undeniably one of the hottest, coolest, and room-tunedest resin replicas of Vampirella ever unleashed on resin head horn dogs, all the way from El Segundo to Shaftesbury in the UK. Time and time again, it's undeniable that this killer release from Solar Wind Productions should be pretty much on everyone's just got to have list. Let's look at the facts. A, it's Vampirella. B, it's sculpted by the mighty Mike Cusinelli, who in most great thinking people's minds is one of the premier sculptors of the female form active in the modern garage kit movement. If you don't agree, just take a look at the entire line of Solar Wind's completely amazing original girl kits. Everything about them is second to none, and I know very few modelers that don't have at least one Solar Wind kit in their collection. Great subject matter, tastefully done. Do us all a favor, go to the Solar Wind website and immediately buy 6 of their kits. You will thank me later. And as always, please feel free to send whatever cards, letters, bicycles, potbelly pigs, cases of Emmental cheese, chainsaws, Mexican wrestling mask, vintage martini shakers, remote controlled cars, planes, and boats, cash gifts, hip waders, Argyle socks, frozen french fries, DVDs of the Jack Benny Show, as well as huge cash gifts are just a few of the ways that our legions of Monster Model fanatics the world over are telling us that we are the toppermost of the poppermost. And we here at Monster Model Madness will continue to provide you, the discerning viewer, the highest of your high-quality figure kit entertainment. Enough talk. Let's get to the hardcore pornography. Monster Model Madness is very pleased to present Solar Productions' Vampirella.
The show you just watched was a Crow Diddley production.